Welcome to this week's What's for Dinner video. My name is Ashley. I'm going to be showing you 3 different meals I made this past week. I don't always follow recipes exactly, but if you're interested, I've linked some similar recipes down below. The first dinner I'm going to be showing you, I made a creamy chicken and bacon pasta. So I am just starting out with my bacon. I'm first just going to chop this up into small pieces. That way I can cook this up first. I am cutting up a handful of bacon. I don't know how much, but just enough to make half a box of pasta. So next I'm going to work on my chicken breast. I'm cutting up 2 chicken breasts because that's what I had unthawed, but I didn't use fully 2 chicken breasts in the pasta, which you will see at the end. Whenever I'm making this pasta, I like to just cut up the chicken first and cook it. That way I can mix it in. I do think like fettuccine chicken alfredo looks really good with the grilled chicken put on top. Once the chicken is all cut up, it is time to start cooking. First, I'm going to work on cooking up the bacon. That way I can use some of the bacon grease. So to my pan, I just have it set on about medium, and I'm just going to throw the bacon in just like this because it does create its own grease. This chicken and bacon pasta is one of the first things I ever learned how to cook a long time ago. I think I took this recipe or this idea from Laura in the Kitchen on YouTube. So the bacon grease is an important ingredient in this pasta. However, you don't want to use all of it. You do want to use it in part of the pasta sauce, and that is what gives it the bacon flavor. Once the bacon was nice and crispy, I just removed it with a slotted spoon to a separate bowl. I will drain the bacon grease into like a measuring cup and keep it that way. I left maybe a tablespoon of bacon grease just to cook the chicken in. So I have both chicken breasts here, and I'm just going to cook that up. I will season with my same seasonings: Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. I'm just going to cook this chicken on medium-high until it is all the way cooked through. About halfway, I will start putting my spaghetti noodles in the boiling water. Once the chicken was done, I removed that as well to a separate bowl. I'm going to work on the pasta sauce next. I have a little bit of the bacon grease in the pan, added in my heavy whipping cream, and I'm just going to bring that up to a simmer. Once the sauce is nice and hot and starting to thicken up, I'm going to add in my Parmesan cheese. Just using the grated canned kind, it works fine for me. Then I'm going to add in my cooked up bacon. This will start giving the sauce some flavor as well. You don't really want to add any salt till the end if it needs it, because all of this is kind of salty. I did just add a little bit of black pepper first. I'm going to add in some of that cooked chicken. I'm not going to add it all because this is a lot of chicken, but I added about 2/3 of it. So at this point, the sauce should be about ready for the pasta noodles. So I went ahead and drained the noodles, taste tested the sauce, added whatever else it needed, and threw them in. You definitely have to try this pasta and adding a little bit of the bacon grease into the sauce. If you love bacon, this is so delicious. This is how everything looked when it was done. I just served it with a little bit of salad on the side. 10 out of 10 meal. The next dinner I'm going to be showing you was definitely like a cravings meal. I just really wanted my spicy hot noodles. So that's what we had. First, I'm going to work on cooking up the pot stickers. I like to add a little bit of oil to the bottom of the pan and then add the water. That way it'll steam the pot stickers, but also get the bottoms nice and crispy. I like to cook my pot stickers on about medium heat until all the water has evaporated and then it starts cooking the bottom. Lastly, it is time to start cooking the ramen noodles. This is the Samyang hot fire noodles, the black pack that I like. I'm just going to cook up 2 of the noodles. Once the noodles were done, I just put them in a strainer to drain out all the water of the pot. I left a couple tablespoons of the water on the bottom, added back the noodles. I'm only adding 1 of the hot sauce packets to this because I want to make it not too spicy for my husband to eat. I added a little bit more to my own bowl. I have been eating these fire noodles for a couple years now and I am just obsessed with them. You can also totally add more water if you want to make it more saucy. This is how everything looked when it was done. We just had the bowl of spicy noodles plus some pot stickers on the side. This was dinner for that night. Last dinner I'm going to be showing you, I wanted something a little bit more fresh and healthy after the previous one. So we made some burrito bowls, which were actually really good despite how it looks. I love making burrito bowls for dinner because you really only have to cook the rice and meat. The rest of it is like canned that you don't have to heat up or just chop up some veggies. Chipotle makes my favorite burrito bowl, so I just want to basically recreate what I would get there. Next, I'm going to work on my chicken breasts. I'm going to cut up 2 chicken breasts and cook them because this makes great leftovers for the next day. For my chicken, I'm going to season with some Cajun seasoning, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder. I'm just going to do the same thing for both sides. This is where most of the flavor for the burrito bowl will come from, so you want to make sure it is nice and seasoned. While I am cooking the white rice in a separate pot, I'm going to work on cooking the chicken, so I'm going to add all 3 chicken breasts to my pot with a little bit of oil and cook those up. This chicken smelled so good. Once I flip the chicken, I like to put a lid on it, and that way it kind of helps cook the chicken on the inside, but also keeps it nice and juicy. All that was left was to open the can of pinto beans and corn, and this is how everything looked when it was done. It was actually really good. Added some guacamole and sour cream on top. Thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner video. Make sure you come back next week for another one.